Today, the guest that we're going to be speaking to has over 300,000 followers on all his social media accounts. For his own clients, he's grown their brand to over 300,000 followers. And for himself, he's made over $250,000 in just 1 year with his social media. Today, he's going to be breaking down how he went viral on LinkedIn with just one post and grew by almost 1,000 followers and got almost 8 million impressions with just one post, and what AI tool he used to also do that.
And this video in particular got over like 7 million views, and all I literally did was just like take the transcript of my video, throw it into Poppy, and like tell it which one of the templates I wanted it to do, and then I just attached that to the video and it went crazy on LinkedIn. So I can use this to make some of these LinkedIn posts really easily.
What's up, guys? Today we have something crazy that happened, and Clark, who's been using Poppy AI for a minute, he just dropped a post that got over 7 million impressions, almost 8 million impressions on LinkedIn. And so I brought on Clark here to just give us kind of a case study and a deep dive. And I think it's going to be a really valuable video for you guys to watch because Clark is really proficient at social media. He's grown his following a ton on Instagram. Now he's growing it on LinkedIn and X and even YouTube, making amazing YouTube content. And so I think if you follow his advice, you're going to be able to hopefully replicate these results and blow up your own social media. So Clark, how did this happen, man? Like, you blew up this post, like kind of walk us through it.
Yeah, for sure. So, I've for a little while now, like you mentioned, been making video content. Instagram and TikTok, between those two, I'm at like 280,000 at this point. So I'm like, okay, I know how to make good video content, but I've
Yeah.
always strayed away from, X and LinkedIn just because I personally hate writing content. Like, for whatever reason, I never, feel like I've got good enough captions and whatnot. So I kind of found Poppy
Yeah.
via, Sophie and some other creators that I know in the AI space. Got
Mhm.
connected with you and Nas, started using a little bit more. And I was like, okay, wait, I can use this to make some of these LinkedIn posts really
Yeah.
easily. And so now I've got it to a point where, I'm have it help me on, LinkedIn, my newsletters, my tweets. And this video in particular got over like 7 million views or 7 million impressions. And all I literally did was just like take the transcript of my video, throw it into Poppy, and like tell it which one of the templates I wanted it to do. And then it
Mhm.
made the entire like 300 word plus post for me. And then I just attached that to the video and it went crazy on LinkedIn. So,
Understand it, and it's this one, right? The one that's like how to stop overcomplicating your captions, create the perfect
correct.
engagement driving post, right? And then
Yep.
this one is sitting at 1,500 reactions, and I'm going through your LinkedIn here. You might not be able to see that, but I'm just kind of going through some of your posts,
Mhm.
and basically, what's the easiest way to just get to the LinkedIn post feed? Because sometimes it's okay. Show all posts. There we go. Okay, so if I'm going through the posts, you have other posts that are getting solid engagement, but this one kind
Mhm.
of like stands out. This one has done like almost not 100x, right? But like it's probably like 60x or 80x, like an anomaly post. And
Yeah.
you've posted videos with the other ones too, I've noticed, and you have really good content. So what do you feel like was different about this one that really hit with the audience?
Yeah. I feel like so this is actually the second time I've gone, viral with a Poppy post. So I actually had another
Oh,
one
really?
probably a couple weeks earlier that I got over 500,000 impressions. And, you know, before these two videos, I had less than 1,500 like followers on LinkedIn, right? So like I'm not really active on there. LinkedIn's been pushing the video feed a lot more just on the mobile app recently. They went ahead and like added like a vertical video feed. I feel
Uh-huh.
like this one and just all my posts in general have been doing a lot better just because they are like more LinkedIn friendly, like what they want to look. In the past, when I would post, it kind of just be like, here's my video, here's a one or two sentence like caption that I kind of lazily put in there, and
Yeah.
then like just post it. Now it's got like I've got a bunch of templates that I kind of put into it. I found some LinkedIn posts that I liked, and uploaded that to Poppy in my board. And now I pretty much just take my transcript and it can write those longer form ones that look more appealing to the eye. They look like something you'd see on LinkedIn every single day. And I just feel like that, it really resonated. Like, and that plus kind of the combination of how LinkedIn's been pushing video was like a perfect storm for me.
Perfect. So it's the video combined with the captions. Do you think if you didn't have the caption, this would still go viral? Or do you think like having the writing helps?
I think having the writing helps for a couple of reasons. If you go look at the stats on my video, which obviously I can see, but others can't, like that watch time is, kind of longer, like longer because people are reading through that long caption. Like it takes you probably over a minute or two to actually like read through the entire caption, right? And the video is only, 30 seconds, right? So that watch time and those replays, there's a ton of replays and whatnot in there because of that, as opposed to me just kind of lazily putting together two sentences, right? So, and
Mhm.
also it provided value in there, so they kind of work in tandem where it's like, hey, the video is good quality, and then the actual caption like doubles downs on it and gives even more context there.
Understood. Got it. Can we see your Poppy board? Kind of how you
Yeah,
how you built this framework, because I know that there are like you even have these templates and this way of like generating copy and content, because the problem that I have and most people have with ChatGPT and Claude, and I guess maybe that would be good for you to talk about too, is like for me personally the problem was I would always get copy that didn't sound like me,
yeah.
or didn't do what I wanted it to do. And
Mhm.
you know yeah, so maybe talk a bit about like what you tried with ChatGPT or Claude, why that couldn't work for you, and then I would also
Yeah.
love to take a look at kind of like your current AI system right now that you're using to make this.
So you can see here, right, that I'm pretty much using the full capabilities of Poppy here. I've got screenshots of tweets. I've got voice notes in here. I've
Hmm.
got even some YouTube videos kind of training it on the copywriting and different stuff like that.
Yeah.
And so, I'll come in here and then I will have it help me out with some different tweets and some messages and whatnot. But what I
Hmm.
use for the one you're talking about, it actually is a lot simpler. And I found that I like this. I like to kind of use this a lot recently. So I've got, you know, a a chat where it's like, hey, you're a LinkedIn specialist. I'm going to upload a bunch of LinkedIn post templates and outlines.
Hmm.
Some instructions. I give it some context about myself, which is this PDF. I talk about, hey, I played football. I'm a Michigan fan. A bunch of things that might not be included in the video, but they could be interesting and they're unique to me.
Yeah.
This is just kind of this is a transcript that I uploaded that I used to make a video, and then I've got
Hmm.
my LinkedIn templates doc. These are the three main things I've really got that feed into it. And this
Hmm.
template doc is just 50 different kind of post templates about that I've seen do well on LinkedIn and do really well. So I kind of fed that into there. It's some short, some long, and then I kind of just numbered them, right? And then so
Yeah.
you can see this chat that I've got here, for example, is so you can see it says, I'll use template number 17, unique failure, as it fits well with the message about regret and transformation. And then it goes ahead and it gives me this entire post.
Uh,
And you can see I did a couple different posts in here. So it all started with, you know, help me write a LinkedIn post using one of the templates based off this video transcript. Tell me which template you're choosing from. So originally I would tell it what template I wanted. But what I've tested recently, and it's actually done a pretty good job of, is just saying, hey, whatever template you think makes the most sense, go ahead and use that. And then
yeah.
I just take my video transcript in here, right? And so these are the words I'm actually saying on the screen. So I know it's going to sound like me, right?
Yeah.
I put that in here, and then it says, and then it goes into, hey, I'm going to use template 14. Okay. And then you can see that I message it. I'm like, I don't like this one. Choose a different template and stick to the script more. And then you can
Uh,
see there's some, and then it goes, okay, I'm going to actually use number 10, right? And then
yeah.
so I can continue to go, and I do it for a couple different posts here, right?
And
So
can you show maybe what the template looks like just so we can all understand like what the template
yeah,
or
let me
PDF looks like?
like what people think versus what it actually is, like basic expectation, what it usually is, and then right here. So it doesn't have to be these super in-depth things. It's just
Yeah.
things, as you see more posts, just continue to add to your template doc. So
Understood. And so what you did is you downloaded this as a PDF and then you put that into Poppy. Is that how you did this?
yeah, yeah,
Okay.
correct. So I can go back to sharing my Poppy screen if you want me to do
Yeah, yeah,
that,
yeah, yeah,
and I
for
can
sure.
kind of just show you. Okay, let me just start up and then restart it. Um, so yeah, you can see here that like that's just this right here. These LinkedIn template doc
Hmm.
is what I've got there, and then this one, all this is just quite literally like a Google document, and it's just, hey, these are personal things about me. I played Division I football. I love Michigan football. I'm married. I have a little brother. And then it's the next thing, like, a bunch of those, and then another section of, hey, these are authority building things about me. I have 280,000 followers. I've made six figures from content. I've, been paid this amount for
Oh,
brand deals in the past and whatnot.
yeah,
So it knows even more about me. And I even on this doc as well, I added like, hey, here's all the client testimonials I have like written out. So then if I tell it to reference, like, hey, reference a client testimonial in this caption or something like that, it can even go ahead and do that as well for me. So if I want to mention it there. So again, the more it knows about me, the better it's going to write. And I feel like
yeah,
this is the easiest way to kind of get it to know a lot of information. And for this context PDF, I literally just, used Super Whisper, which is like a transcribing app, and I just talked for like 10 minutes into it about a bunch of different things.
yeah.
And now it knows all that about me. So
That's fantastic. Wow. So and what's Super Whisper? Actually, I'll just look it up here real quick. That sounds exciting. I love learning about
it's
new
basically just
tools.
like a transcription tool that I use on like my phone and my desktop. I like it a lot. Just it'll do like summaries of it. It'll do just straight up transcript, but I like it because on my I can just click like the the command space bar, and whatever app I'm in, like I can just start talking into my mic, and then it will automatically
Are
start
you on a
transcribing it, and it'll just copy and paste it into there.
Are you on a Mac?
I am. Yep.
Why can't you use the dictation built in? Because I do that a lot. I talk a lot through my Mac, and I just double tap Control, and then I talk through that, and then it just like instantly is writing it.
I For whatever reason, I it was like always kind of like off for me. Like it didn't dictate it as well as I wanted, so that was kind of annoying.
I
And then
know.
I also
Yeah.
I
Okay.
like the mobile app as well. I like it. Like I've just kind of linked it to the action button on my phone, on my iPhone, and now like it'll just open that, and I can just like do a ramble, and it'll hold it all in there as well. So that's just kind of the
That
reason I've used that one in particular.
that is really cool. And are you on the latest update on your Mac or no?
Uh, I want to say yes, but that could be wrong. Maybe I might be on. I might not have updated this most recent time around.
Yeah, all good. Because what kept happening to me is my dictation would never work on a Mac, and I'm like, "Are you fucking kidding me? Like, just work. Like, this is
Yeah.
supposed to be built in. It's supposed to just work," and it would never work. And then recently, I got the latest update, and then my dictation is working flawlessly, at least for now, until something else happens. So it's good to know about tools like Super Whisper. I downloaded it just now on my phone.
Yeah. I want to
Um,
say they have a free version. I did the paid one just to make things easier, but I want to say they even have a free version too. So
Yeah. Okay. Fantastic. So this is great. So you have this system and you're using it to make LinkedIn posts for yourself. And this is the thing that's working. Are you using it to do anything else, or is it primarily for you to use it for LinkedIn posts?
I'm pretty much just using it for like LinkedIn and Twitter, and I find the templates kind of work the same way. And then like something I've used it for. I just have kind of used it for like idea generation recently. Like when I was making a YouTube video, I plugged in like someone else's YouTube video, and I like said like, hey, summarize this, give me the five bullet points of this. And because I was like just having some trouble like jump starting my brain, right, on like how
Mhm.
I wanted to go about this video, how I wanted to lay it out. And then I was like, okay, all right, cool. I took the other video. I was like, okay, I'll use like step two from this video because I do the same thing. And then like I just use it for like some ideation and kind of like to get my brain rolling sometimes, as well as that's the main ways I'm using it right now. For
Mhm.
me, I've posted a video on, Instagram and TikTok pretty much every day for the last 3 years. So like video content's never been an issue, but I've just never done written content, and I know that there's a lot of you know potential with that. So this
Yeah.
being able to like let me get in on that with Twitter and LinkedIn has been awesome for me.
Amazing. Okay. And actually, I actually want to know this selfishly too. So on LinkedIn, like I'm making a bunch of content. Oh, a few questions. Does LinkedIn allow you to post longer than 90 seconds for short form content?
I want to say yes because I posted a LinkedIn post recently that I believe is longer than 90 seconds. I don't know 100% for sure, but I'm pretty positive yes.
Because what makes me think is like maybe I can start making all my Instagram reels and all my TikTok can go on LinkedIn, right?
Oh, for sure. That's literally what I do. I don't make, for the most part, I don't make anything like just for one platform. Like I take a video and I post it to TikTok and I post it to LinkedIn and I post it to YouTube Shorts. And then now I'm using Poppy to like help me write the captions, over on LinkedIn because that matters more than when you're writing a caption on, for say like Instagram or TikTok, for example. So.
Got it. And what platform for you is performing the best right now?
I've used, Instagram's been my bread and butter for the last 8, 10 months.
Hmm.
But I've seen like a ton of, I would say like, as far as growth, I've seen the most growth on LinkedIn recently because I hadn't been doing anything on it in the past. Um, and like, but I still, the majority of my clients kind come from Instagram and then like YouTube right now is the big thing for me, kind of like some long form. But I think LinkedIn will that'll start to grow with LinkedIn as I'm getting more consistent on there. And I've already had one client come over from LinkedIn that is working with me in kind of my program right now. So
Oh, that's sick. Congrats.
yeah, yeah, I
That's
appreciate
amazing.
it. Yeah.
That's awesome. So, okay, great. So I feel like you're growing on all of these platforms and then for your clients, can you just maybe talk about like what it is that you do with your clients and how you help them?
Yeah, for sure. I'm going to stop sharing my screen just for
Okay.
the moment. But so
Yeah.
right now, basically, I help people, grow their personal brand and business with organic content. So I mainly work with one or two people at this point in time. They've got a lot of really good content, but they don't know the business side. They don't know how to build an offer. They don't know how to monetize it properly. Past maybe they've made a couple $1,000s with sponsored deals and whatnot. B is the person who has the business and the real world, or maybe online, or maybe they've run ads, but they've never done the organic side. They don't know how to they don't know how to find good ideas. They don't know how to actually create good videos. They don't know how to script them out and whatnot. So those are the two people I'm helping,
That's
mainly
interesting.
right now. Kind of got a program. It's called Content Kickstart that I've got.
Mhm.
And, I either work with people one on one where, hey, we're every single week we're hopping on calls, or B, it's like a group setting where we have an hour long weekly group call every single week. You can come in, ask questions. I go through, lessons I'm learning, things I'm improving, and whatnot. So, yeah, I've really enjoyed doing that.
Perfect. Amazing. And where can people find you?
I am the Clark Gary on all socials. So that's where you can find me. Got all my email and everything on there and whatnot. So that's the main place people would find me is Instagram is where I'm most active in particular. So
Okay, perfect. And what I'll do is at the bottom, if you're cool with it, would love to maybe link all your social media so people can follow you. And
yeah, absolutely.
then I think what could be cool is if we can put the template, the Google Doc that you have with the,
Mhm.
if we can share that with the audience, that would be amazing. I can put that in the description and YouTube video as well.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we can definitely get some down there for sure.
Okay, perfect. So thank you so much. I guess my last question to you would be if somebody's thinking about Poppy, they're a content creator, and they're currently maybe trying to jerry rig ChatGPT to make it work for them in terms of like writing and making content or maybe writing email newsletters, whatever. What would you say to somebody who's considering and is thinking about Poppy but is not sure how exactly it would help them?
Yeah. My big thing would be I'm a very visual person. So the fact that I can kind of see it all in one place know exactly what I'm plugging in, and like just the ease of use and access for me is the biggest thing, and like the ability to kind of make different boards for different use cases. That would be my biggest thing. Like it just made my life a lot easier. Like I said, I went from basically being inactive on LinkedIn and X because I it was such a pain in the butt for me to, in a month getting over 7 million impressions from one video because I was using Poppy, and it was pretty much like you saw, right? Like I'm just typing in a couple sentences, it spits out this thing, I paste that into there, and I'm good to go. So
Yeah.
I definitely think it's worth it. I've loved using it. It's saved me hours, and quite frankly, even more than the hours, just the brain power of not having to think about how to write out these really long and more thoughtful posts. And that's been a huge weight off my shoulders. So
Amazing. Wow. Thank you so much, Clark. Appreciate having you on here. And I'm sure it's going to be really valuable for everybody watching this. Thanks, brother.
yeah, absolutely.